Hey everybody, it's Jim from Cigars, and today I am reviewing the Macanudo Inspirado Red. I think a very overlooked cigar, spoiler alert. I like the cigar. This is the end of a box that I've been working on, and I've enjoyed this box quite a bit. So we'll see if this one matches up to that. This is the robusto size of the Inspirado Red, and I believe this is the only box pressed, it's definitely the only box pressed version in the Inspirado line, and it might be in the whole Macanudo line. Macanudo is an interesting story. 1968, way back then, General Cigar bought a little Jamaican company called Macanudo, and who wasn't making very many cigars, and turned it into a huge brand. It was a big brand back in the cigar boom of the 90s. It was quite a big deal. But fast forward to about 2015 or so, and it was getting a little long in the tooth and a little expensive, pretty mild, and people's tastes had grown toward more bold cigars. So they came out, and I think it was in 2018, they actually released in the US. They had it in Europe before, but they came out with the Inspirado line. And there's a white and black and green and orange, and of course a red. And the red was the fourth installment. It's a pretty strong cigar. It's medium full. And as I mentioned, it's kind of overlooked, and I'm going to smoke a little bit more of this and think about the taste, and we'll get back to that. But in the meantime, something you should consider. Price point on this is pretty nice. It's like, for a box, you can get under $6 a stick, which is a nice price point for what I think is a pretty good cigar. Certainly not a Padron, but worthy of a box. So anyway, I'll be back in a minute with some taste notes on it. So see you in a minute. All right, I am back reviewing the Macanudo Inspirado Red, and as the other 19 or so of these that I've smoked, it's a good cigar. I wouldn't categorize it as great. Out of 10, let's say 8 or 8.5, something like that. So it's definitely a very good cigar. Little on the strong side. It is peppery, has some pepper to it, a little bit of chocolate taste and a little bit of fruit to offset that. So it's kind of a sweet, I wouldn't describe it as sweet, but it's sort of bordering on sweet is the best way to describe the taste. So good cigar. The wrapper is Ecuadorian Habano, and it is pretty toothy and kind of rich looking for being that kind of a wrapper. The binder is Nicaraguan, and the filler, if I recall, is mostly Nicaraguan, a little Honduran, but aged quite a bit. I remember seeing 12 years aging on some of those fillers in there. So pretty quality cigar for under $6 if you buy a lot of them. So I'm going to have to recommend this one as being box worthy. And I did want to mention a couple things before I go. If you're watching this video and you think I'm entertaining, which most people don't, but if you do, click, give me a like, and even subscribe, and you can see my mug more often. The other thing is I'm developing a Udemy class, and that'll be out fairly shortly. And if you've ever done Udemy, it's a neat way to kind of get the history of cigars and all that kind of stuff. So keep that in mind as well. But until next time, I will see you, Jim from Cigars.